Hi friends, welcome to Engineering Clinic. So in this session we are going to see a topic on how to install Oracle VirtualBox in Windows 10 OS, where we are going to install Ubuntu 18.04 operating system. Okay, so now before we start this, first what we have to do is we have to go to the BIOS. So once in the BIOS, you can see, go to the configuration. There is some option called as Intel Virtual Technology. So it's enabled here. So sometimes it will be disabled. So in each and every computer it will be different name, Intel Virtual VT, Intel VT. So something like that they might have given. So since this laptop is 4 years old, so it is showing us Intel Virtual Technology. So in most of the machines it will be showing you like this. If it is disabled, you cannot use virtual machines. So you can see that when enabled, a VM software can utilize the additional hardware capabilities provided by virtual technology. So that means you have to enable this. So the first step you have to do is just enable it. So just check whether how to enter into BIOS of your computer and then enable it. So after you enable it, you can log into your machine, you can install Oracle VM. So else what happens if you are disabling this option, which virtual box will be installed, but you cannot install any Ubuntu operating system. It will be giving you some errors. Okay, so now we are going into our Windows OS for installing the Oracle VirtualBox. Thank you. Hi friends, now we are going to see how to install this Oracle VirtualBox in Windows 10 OS. So actually, as per this knowledge, we have host called as Windows. So Windows 10 OS is the host. So that means that you have already installed on your machine with the Windows 10 operating system. Now the guest OS will be the Linux. So in our case, we are going to use Ubuntu 18.04. So this is what we are going to install in this VirtualBox. So two softwares we needed. So one is Oracle VirtualBox. So this is one software for installing Ubuntu, and you need the Ubuntu source code, Ubuntu 18.04 ISO. So this file you need to have. So two files we need to download, and this will be around 2 GB and this will be around some 200 MB. So we need to download these two things. Okay, so first we will go one by one. I'll go to Chrome. Now Oracle VirtualBox. So once you type it, so here Oracle VM VirtualBox, click it. So once you've done it, here we have download VirtualBox 6.1. Download it. So after you download, so which host you want. So now, as I already told you that you are in this host, so we need this host. So host. So click Windows host and it will be downloaded. You can see this exe file. In case if you are in Mac OS, you can download this OS X host. If you are in Linux OS, you can try this distributions. So you can see Linux distribution. There are so many distributions. Accordingly, whichever OS you have, you can download it. Okay. So now since we are doing this in Windows, we are using this. Okay. So this is VirtualBox software. Then go to ubuntu.com. Here you have download the operating system Ubuntu. So here click download here, and here 20.04 LTS. So I am taking an example as 18.04. In case if you want to try out the latest operating system, you can try 18.04. I'm sorry 20.04. I'm going with 18.04. I already downloaded this operating system. You can see that this operating system is here. So Ubuntu 18.04 desktop AMD 64. So when you download 20.04 also, it will be downloaded in the same way, and it will be static downloading. Yeah, this 20.04. So totally it's around 2.5 GB size. Maybe you can see it here. Yeah, it's being downloaded. So it will be downloaded. It takes some 15 minutes or so. Anyway, we'll go with it. So first thing is install the software Oracle VM VirtualBox. So before that, I'll just tell you this is for beginners, those who want to try Linux. If you are coming from your schooling to college, so this software will be very helpful for you before you want to install Linux separately on your computer, you can try in a virtual machine, so that you need not bother about the memory requirements, hard disk storage requirements, processing requirements. All these things will be taken care of. You need not partition hard disk or anything. So just you can easily try out with the help of this software. Okay. Okay. Now we will install the software. Just go to the folder where we have downloaded. So we have downloaded here VirtualBox. Yeah, here we have. So simply enter it or double click it. Next, then next, then next. Yes, install, and you can completely install this. Asking for permission to install, click yes. Okay, install. So Oracle will be installing some of the softwares to make use of this VirtualBox. So instead, click install and click yes for all these options. Yeah, fine. So start Oracle VM VirtualBox after the installation. So I'm finishing it. Once I finish it, it will be starting. The software will be starting. Yeah, it is now starting now. So here this is how the way it looks like. See now here I have so many options here. Now first time we are going to create a new. I am going to create a new operating system. So click new. So name of the operating system is Ubuntu 18.04. So I use it, any name you can give it. Please remember, if you do not have space in C drive, because by default it will give you a C drive. If you do not have C drive, so you can select the place where you have the storage. I have good storage. Maybe I'll go with this PC. I'll go to D drive. See that I have only 20 GB free in my D drive. Maybe I'll give it and select folder D colon. So let me use D colon. I can use Ubuntu. Let me use Ubuntu. It's Linux and version is 64-bit. So there will be 32-bit also, but we are downloaded 64-bit Ubuntu, so we use that. Okay, and click next. So how much RAM you want to give for the new Ubuntu? In case if you have 8 GB RAM in your Windows machine, that is your host machine, you can give 2 GB RAM or 1 GB RAM also fine. So I will give 2000 MB. So I will give 2000 MB because mine is a solid state drive as well as it is a 8 GB RAM. So I will give 2000 MB. Then next, then create a virtual hard disk. So I want to create a hard disk for my Linux OS. So how much space I can give? So click next and dynamically allocated. So dynamically you can increase the size of as and when you consume the space, you can increase the size. Then 10 GB by default it's giving. So if you feel 10 GB is fine, you can give. If you have more space available, maybe you can give 50 GB also. So I'll give 10 GB. It's fine for me now. See the location here, D colon Ubuntu, Ubuntu 18.04, and in this folder only the file will be stored. Then create. So after creating, you can see that. So all these things have been created. So there are some folders, there are some options that is for advanced users. Maybe you can try out. So now click start. Now once you click start, it will ask for the operating system. Where is the OS? Where is the Linux OS? So we have to give the location of the Linux operating system. Okay, now it is asking, see, where is the Linux OS? Now click this, go to, click the ISO file, add. I have downloaded in downloads folder. So in the downloads folder, I have see that I have this operating system Ubuntu. Select Ubuntu and click open. So after it is open, you click choose, then start. So once you are starting, it will be booting. It will be started booting. Maybe depending on your speed, depending on your processing power and other facility, other processing requirements, memory requirements, the operating system will be slow. So please have patience only for the first time during installation. You need to be patient. So maybe afterwards you can easily boot it within 10 seconds or 15 seconds. Yeah. So now first time we are installing, so it will be taking some around 20 minutes. So what I do is I'll pause the video. So once the copying of files is progressing, I'll pause the video. And before that, first initial settings, what are the settings you can do, I'll just show you so that you cannot do any mistakes. So again, I'm just telling you, this is for mainly for the beginners. If you have not tried Linux operating system so far, you can try this for the first time. You can use VirtualBox. So 6 months or 1 year you can use it. After a period of 1 year, if you feel that if you're comfortable with the Linux, then you can go for partitioning your computer. So one half can use Windows, the other half you can use Linux. So that way you can partition it. So please do the partition only if any expert is available near you, or if you know, and you can do that. Yeah. So now it is asking for install. So there are two options, whether you want to try Ubuntu or you want to install Ubuntu. So try means you can see how Linux is been working. You can try that. After trying it, you can exit again. You do the start process at the beginning. Now I want to install Ubuntu. So click this install. So don't panic. If you have any errors in between, you can delete also. So no issues in that. So I'm just going with install Ubuntu, and on the left hand side I have language, which language you want to use. By default English will be selected, so select English. Then what is the keyboard you want to have? So so though you are from India or any other country, the keyboard we usually mainly use is from English US. So let it be as it is and continue. Yeah, so whether you want normal installation or minimal installation, whichever you want, do it. And other options, download updates while installing Ubuntu. So in case if you have already have internet connection in your Windows machine, so then you can enable the option. If you do not have, so let you untick this box so that you can do it later. Okay, so anyway, if I want to try, I can try this. And even install third-party software for graphics, Wi-Fi. So in case you want to use Wi-Fi and other stuff, you can install it. But since you are using virtual machine, so whatever internet you have in your Windows machine will be by default coming to Linux also. So you need not bother about it. In case if you are partitioning the system into two half, in that case you need to install the Wi-Fi hardware, Wi-Fi drivers. Okay, so anyway, let me do it. Normal installation. So minimal, don't go for minimal as your students and if you're becoming programmers. So don't go for minimal installation. Let you take normal installation. So what we have done is we have selected the keyboard, we have selected the language, and we have selected the type of installation. Now still there are three more options are there. Now it asks for whether erase disk and install Ubuntu or something else. So whichever way you want. So this means this computer currently has no dedicated operating system. What would you like to do? So now we are only using the virtual space only, 10 GB virtual space we are using. So only this will be erased only within the 10 GB. So don't panic, you can do that. But in case if you are partitioning Windows 10 and then you do it, in that case don't use this option. You can go for something else and we can try it. Now I'm just simply using erase disk and click install now. Okay, so now it is installing. It will be asking you a warning. So I'm just going to partition this hard disk. Do you want to continue? Yes, continue. Yeah. So now it by default it shows the location of Kolkata. So let it be and continue. Now your name. So let me use my name as Pradeep Kumar. Pradeep Kumar. So by default the computer name it will be given as VirtualBox. Let it be as it is. So I give a password. So always give a good password. And in case if you want to log in automatically, so every time you need not use the password to log in. If you give automatically, so once you switch on your computer it directly goes to the desktop. So let it be continue. So I have given a fair password. Anyway, no problem. Okay, so now the installation process is starting. You can see that the copying files. So according to the speed of my machine, it might be taking some time, maybe around 15 minutes or 20 minutes. So what I do now is I will just pause this video. After the installation over, I again switch on this video. Thank you. Yeah, back. So almost it takes around 15 minutes because we stopped at around 10 o'clock in 9:58 and we stopped at 9:43. So 15 minutes it have taken for the complete installation of Ubuntu. And now there is an option called as restart now. So I am restarting. So after installation you will be getting this pop-up window. It will ask you to restart now. I am just restarting. Yeah, so now please remove the installation medium. Actually this is the procedure. Click enter. Okay, so now it will be starting. Yes, so since the first time only this will be asking for, it will be telling you what is Ubuntu and what, how can you help improving Ubuntu. So all these stuffs it will be showing you. So simply click next, and here we got it. So but you cannot see the full window. So in case you want to have a full window, so then you can go to the devices. There's an option here, insert guest addition CD image, because some drivers are needed to make it to full screen mode, so we need to install those drivers. So you got this right. So here it will be asking to run. So actually this software, so you have to go to devices, insert guest addition CD image. Once you have done it, it will ask for, so give the password, then it will be installing. Now what I do is let me restart this. Again I restart. So go ahead to the top of it, there's a power off button, click and click restart. Since I have given a memory of just 2 GB, so according to the 2 GB speed and how many processor, also I have given only one processor. So according to one processor and 2 GB RAM only, the speed you can expect. So if you give more speed, if you are having 16 GB RAM in your Windows computer, then you can give 4 GB RAM for Linux. In that case it will be, both the OS will be very fast. So what you are doing actually here is, if you are living in a home, if you have 2 bedrooms, so if any guest comes to your home, you will be giving them one of the bedroom to stay. So the same concept we are doing it here. You have a full storage, you have memory, you have processing power, you have storage. So you are giving part of the memory, part of the storage and part of the processing power to the guest operating system. Yeah, now you can see you are getting a full screen. So even you can make it completely full screen mode, host. So you can completely, you can go to the full screen mode. So now you can experience that this is very easily done. Okay, now okay, so now whenever I want to open a terminal, so either you can use, one method is Control Alt T. So we have a shortcut key called as Control Alt T. So once you use it, automatically a terminal window opens. Yeah, this way it opens. So here this is the window where we can do all the commands, ls-l, uname. So clear is a command to clear the screen. Uname -all -a to show you everything. And there are so many things you can able to practice. So just refer my other 2 video of basic Linux commands part 1 and part 2. So basic commands, how to use, what is the usage of that, all these things I have given. So this is the terminal that you can make use of in this Ubuntu operating system. So this is seems to be fast. So the very first command we can use is sudo apt update. So first you update the package managers, so that it will update to the latest software whatever is available in the package manager, and everything will be updated. So the very first command you can always do is sudo apt update. So we have successfully installed Ubuntu 18.04 in Oracle VirtualBox or VM VirtualBox. Okay, so thank you for watching. So if you have any doubts, please comment below. Thank you very much.